Only thing is, magic took out Sabretooth. Now I don't feel like smoking it. Knew one day he'd cut off more than he could chew. I just thought Creed's reckoning was mine to deliver.
Speaking from experience.
Yeah, your mama's got it in for you. Not to mention the rest of us, too. Just because it wasn't me, doesn't mean Victor Creed didn't have it coming.
It is indeed dark times when the youth must make dark choices.
I'm worried about the kid. You change when you cancel someone's check. We can't afford another one on our side pulling a banner.
Battle offers us no easy choices, and none of us emerge unscathed.
Liliana's growing on me. I guess I gotta make sure she doesn't end up like me. Last thing I need is another Jubilee. She could come in handy against Hulk, though.
The Hulk situation worries us all.
I've survived a few dust-ups with the Green Rage monster. 2 reasons I walked away. Healing factor, and I got the feeling that Banner was holding the green guy back. I don't get that feeling anymore, do you?
The Midnight Suns stand alongside you.
Sounds like a one-way ticket for a lot of the Suns. Not sure they've met Banner's green side, up and close like I have. Hulk and I have tangled before. It was nothing like that.
True, majority on the stuff they talk about.
Hunter, are you any good at writing eulogies?
Hunter.
I mean, it's not like Robbie's gonna let you write a eulogy for Blaze. Seems like this is something he's got to work out on his own. But a little backup never hurts.
And what are you doing?
Me? I'm here to support Robbie. He watched his personal hero sacrifice himself. He shouldn't have to grieve alone.
Robbie's reaction is normal, considering what happened. We should all take a moment to grieve in our own way.
I usually take a few minutes of silence, which is big for me, considering normally I can't shut up.
If Robbie wants to speak, eventually he will find the words.
I don't think anyone is expecting Shakespeare. But I do know that if Robbie doesn't get some kind of closure, he's gonna be a mess.
Closure? What is that?
Yeah, closure? Like, after you have a breakup and you insist on making your ex go out for coffee so you can tell them how they made you feel.
Do you think that is effective?
I've watched hundreds of hours of daytime TV talk shows that say yes. So, as soon as Robbie works this out, we'll be good to go. Robbie will figure out what to do. Eventually.
I can't get Blaze out of my head. I don't mean possession or anything, just everything that happened.
Tell me what you were thinking.
On the one hand, he was my personal hero. On the other hand, he tried to destroy you. On the other hand, he sacrificed himself to save me. How do I honor him and still be truthful? It's too many hands.
If you are feeling conflicted about the man, honor his spirit.
I don't understand.
The spirit of vengeance. He carried it in himself for so long. Talk about what having the spirit means to you, and what it meant to him. Find the things that unite you.
We both carried a burden for a long time. I only hope I don't turn into an asshole like him.
The fact that this is torturing you so much makes me think you will not.
If you say so.
Whatever you decide to do it quickly. I am afraid we are running out of time.
You really helped clarify my thinking. Thank you. I'll figure something out by morning. Promise. This is so hard. Maybe we should just have a memorial barbecue.
Sure. Are you sure about that?
I can cross surviving a Hulk attack off my list of bucket things I never wanted to experience.
What the hell did you do?
Right.
Enough, Tony. We tried and we failed. Time to admit we might not have all the answers on this one.
We needed to act, and that's exactly what I did. Yeah, okay, the plan didn't work out. I'll come up with another. If that doesn't work, I'll try again, and again. Until I win.
You win.
You know what I meant.
I know exactly what you meant. Listen to someone other than yourself for once. Stand down, Tony.
Not while I can still fix this.
Stand down now, before we all go down with you.
Oh, I don't know. Tried to save the world? What do you say, boss? You know that I've got this, right? What do you say, boss? Is Rogers right? Should the star player get benched after one mistake? Or maybe you're smart, and you know I can get us across the finish line.
You tried, Tony. That is admirable and greatly appreciated.
But no longer needed.
That is not what I am saying.
But you're thinking it.
Never liked the name War Room, but it was that or the Tony Stark Info Experience.
I'm pretty sure we pissed off your mom. Again.
Yes, but also no.
How can I help?
What's up? I think we're fresh out of enemy Hulk protocols.
Well, I'm going to bed. We can deal with this next morning.
Hey guys, I know you probably don't want to hear this, but we need to start stepping up.
I don't understand. I thought the Avengers were supposed to be like the greatest superhero crew on Earth. I thought they would do better than this.
You should know this by now, Robbie. Meeting your heroes is always disappointing.
They were never my heroes.
Hey, don't be so hard on them. They're doing their best.
You don't get an A for effort in this hellscape.
I didn't.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm sick with sitting on the sidelines while the Avengers keep striking out.
So am I. It's time to take control.
This is our chance to show Caretaker and the others that we're not a bunch of superhero school dropouts. We're the Midnight Suns, and we're the real deal.
Count this Daywalker in, Blood Witch.
Count this mutant, ex-despot of Limbo, in as well.
Well, if you guys are in, so is Sparky.
Good. First, we need to hammer out the deets. We'll meet later. Till then, mum's the word. Okay?
Isn't it literally called the Prophecy of the Midnight Sun? Seems like it's really been our fight all along.
When the old guard strikes out, the new one needs to come in for an assist.
Nobody expects us to lead the charge. That's why it's the best plan.
Guess you overheard our conversation.
It was difficult not to.
Let's face it, this doomsday scenario might be a little too on the gothy supernatural side for the Avengers. So, it's time for them to move over and let the kids take the reins.
What does Peter say? Ah, yes. With great power comes great responsibility.
And we are ready for that responsibility, trust me.
So, do you have a plan?
You mean a plan to stop Chthon from serving us all up in his all-you-can-eat cosmic flesh buffet? We don't have all the deets nailed down as of yet, but we'll work it out. Till then, keep this under wraps until we know what we're doing. I don't want to freak out the Avengers any more than they already are.
Will do.
Cool. Catch up later.
True.
You must have slipped.
The chatter points to large numbers of soldiers crossing borders, mostly in Eastern Europe. Lots of talk about Transia.
Is your source Maria Hill, or intercepted comms, or other?
A bit of all three.
In the Air Force, we call them betting odds.
In the Army, we call that hard intel. Semantics aside, Hydra's never been this active. Hearing about sleeper agents pulling out from all the major three-letter agencies.
Can't believe I find myself wishing Red Skull were still in charge.
Hydra hasn't been this active since my Howling Commando days. There's something going on that we're not seeing.
Okay then.
Welcome to Tony's Scary Demon Cave. I'm Tony, and how may I assist you today? If this bad, so what? This is some of my best work. No problem. You're welcome, Hunter. This should be interesting. Sometimes, I even impress myself.
Scare the shit out of me.
expectations with this. The latest advancements from the mind of genius Tony Stark, and they're all for you. See you, Hunter.
Wait, isn't... Oh, okay.
Time to take it to the next level.
Just give me a target. The Chaos Magic's power grows.
Let's see him try to handle me now.
Caretaker said I need to... Practice makes perfect.
Better test this out next time. Gonna put the hurt on him for sure.
Yeah, I guess it is a tough decision. Way to use that in battle. That will keep these teeth sharp. Never see us coming. If you can beat Carol in a straight fight, I'll let you skip training. Good luck with that.
Yeah, pretty much. There you go.
Maybe you can give them a lesson they won't forget.
Make it quick.
Your actions have.
Now that was something. You were too weak for this fight.
Persistence is going to get you hurt. Just what I needed. I haven't felt this strong since, well, never mind.
You don't want to get up. Just what I need. Attached to that face.
Leave some for the rest of us.
The light will heal you. Good stuff.
Took long enough.
getting pretty good at that. I've survived worse.
Yeah, pretty much.
Stay down.
Hopefully they learned their lesson, but we all know that's wishful thinking.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Hey, Hunter. I'm gonna be saying some words about Blaze for the team. We're gathering in the cave right now. Come join us. Hey, thanks for coming, everybody. I know we're all stretched thin at the moment.
We're all here for you, Robbie. We know this is important to you.
But we should move things along. I know what you're all thinking. You thought Blaze was a major league asshole.
Whoa, I thought Professor Xavier was the mind reader, Logan.
Quiet, you. Anyway, Blaze. Yeah, he wasn't nice. But it's not a nice world. And sometimes you gotta be that way to get things done. And he really got a lot of things done. So, you kids remember that. You won't always be so fresh-faced and innocent.
Thanks, Logan. You said it better than I ever could. To be honest, I really struggled with what I was gonna say. Because I used to worship the flaming ground Blaze rode on. And then I met him. And safe to say, I didn't worship him so much anymore. Fairly certain I hated him. Right until he went and sacrificed his life to save mine. Johnny might not have been perfect, but at the end of the day, he was one of us. And I'm glad to have known him. To Johnny Blaze.
Johnny Blaze.
Johnny Blaze.
Johnny
Johnny
Blaze.
Blaze.
Is that it? Can we go now?
Seriously. No joke how much I want to talk shit about magic. It's like, at least, it's like if you had to do the same thing with your brother. If you guys don't know, Magic's brother is actually Colossus. The guy whose mutated power, literally his mutated power can make him turn his whole body into actual metal. But like I said, how do I say this? He's a type of, I want to say shit about this. It's like, okay, Magic, if you think this was hard, it's like, imagine if you had to do this for your own brother, if he was somehow passed away. Yeah, the guy who treated you like his own little sister. That loves you and respects you for everything. But you're giving, but like, how do I say this? Don't like, when you're doing this type of stuff of a memorial to someone that you worship or you love about, family member, friends, you name it. But Magic, how she acted, is like, okay, that's good and all. Like, can we go now? Because I'm done.
What you doing, Charlie?
It's like, well, excuse me. It's like, I would be surprised if this happened to be your brother and you had to do this exactly the same thing what Robbie had to do for Johnny Blaze. And then if like my character was there, he'd be like, okay, hurry up. I got other things to do.
Nice work out there, bub.
You don't see me doing that. Because that's just messed up. You're being disrespectful.
Pull up a stool, Hunter. Never too early to get caffeinated. Stark convinced me to put a shot of his new Stark Drive energy drink in my coffee.
Stark Drive?
Sure. It tastes like sweaty gym sock dipped in coffee, but at least it wakes you up. And if we're headed to Transia, I'm gonna need it. This thing could last 24 hours or 24 days. Hard to tell.
My only purpose in Resurrection is to fight this war. So I will go where it takes me and stay for as long as I am needed.
It's good you got a lot of fight in you. But you might want to look into taking up a hobby or two. Otherwise, you go nuts. Maybe some transient woodworking?
It makes sense that Lilith would go back there. Back to her homeland, that is. Back to the source of her powers.
She's gonna be in for a real nasty shock if she's looking for home. It's not like the old days with the Knights of Wundagore riding around the place.
True.
Red Skull and Hydra did a pretty good job of screwing Transia up in every way possible.
The people of Transia are good at heart. There is natural beauty there. We can still save the country from the destruction brought upon it.
We go smash Hydra, and while we're there, we'll plant some trees? Sounds like a plan.
It looks like the others are gathering now in the war room.
Yep. I'll head that way myself. Just need a few more sips of sweaty gym sock. I gotta talk to Stark about getting some new flavors.
I bet he's like, I'm done tasting this crap.
Give me a sec. Okay.
That was a sec.
Sometimes, I even impress myself.
How many times I had to get called arms?
Always a pleasure.
Okay.
More chit-chat.
You ever notice how pop culture never gets witches right?
I do not know if you noticed, but I am not exactly an expert on pop culture, Wanda.
I know I have. There are old, outdated tropes of witches flying around on broomsticks, turning children into mice with potion-laced chocolate, using glamours to change the color of our hair. Real witches don't just wiggle their nose and get the dishes to do themselves. Real magic comes with a price, and real witches end up paying it. It's not all magic wands and midnight margaritas.
Have you ever considered teaching these filmmakers a lesson?
What, like casting a spell on them?
Well, I was thinking more of a hex.
I'm pretty sure that's a waste of my energy.
Are there any depictions of witches you do like?
Just the ones that have cats as familiars. Reminds me of Agatha and Ebony.
Oh, I'm focused, Blade.
Point to Trantia on the map.
A map is not the terrain, Blade.
You can't find it, can you?
It's somewhere in the, Russia region? Europe. Near, Germany.
You're our driver, Robbie.
That reminds me, what side of the road do transients drive on?
Just have the hell ride full of diesel and ready.
The hell ride doesn't take diesel. It's fuel.
What's new, Hunter? Time to spill your guts, Hydra. Fascinating.
Is there anything you can tell us about Transia that might give us an edge?
Transia is a country in trauma. Their borders could easily destabilize at any moment. The people there, they have seen so much war, trauma, and pain. We must spare them at all costs.
Right. I'm packing coffee pods. Anything you like?
Yes, the coffee shop cinnamon blend. Good call, Ileana. Transia is known for lots of trauma, war, and terrible coffee.
We cannot expect to save the day with decaf. That would be counterproductive.
This will be a very strange homecoming.
We are not our homes. We are our family. And our little spooky family.
It's kind of true about that.
Ready to work?
Not really.
I think we've got something for everyone. No pain, no gain.
Oh, you shouldn't have. Can't wait to try this out. Good choice.
Sometimes you just need to spice things up. Try something different.
You're not wrong.
Later.
Later.
Transia? Never heard of it. Do they have burritos?
I missed you, Ileana.
So, I read in your war journals, issue 47 to be specific, that you've been to Transia.
Is that a question?
More like a prompt. You know, to see if the journals were true, or if there was something you left out intentionally.
Ah, for intel.
To think, long ago the nation of Transia was once the seat of power for the heroic knights of Wundagore.
Might as well be Camp Hydra these days.
They're pulling in reinforcements from everywhere. But reinforcing what exactly?
Mount Wundagore. There's been something wrong with that place for as long as I can remember.
Something like this.
Nothing wrong with that. Now we know where to strike. Time for a little payback on Queen, Demon... No? Right. Make one slight mistake.
Handing my mother the last page of the Darkhold?
Bringing back the Hulk?
Okay, same mistake. Technically, fine. You take point then.
Roger that.
Actually, how about you let us handle things? The Sanctum, Tony's Gamma Death Star, Wanda. Think about it. Every time we listen to you all, some new catastrophe seems to happen. You're not our babysitter, Hunter. You're our leader. And we are the Midnight Suns. We're family.
And family's family. So this time...
We got your back.
Then what are we waiting for?
Sorry about that. I went to go get something to drink real quick. Yeah, we're good on that. Let's do this.
What if we aim for his heart or something?
He's not a vampire. He's a gamma-powered muscle man.
Juiced up with a heavy dose of Lilith's corruption.
In other words, we're screwed.
Look, I know Lilith is like a dark goddess with an extra angry Hulk as her number 2.
Don't forget the Parchment of Power. She's got that too, which is like super OP.
But we've got something that she doesn't.
A death wish?
No, dude. We've got friends. Each other. We're the Midnight Suns. And you know what we Suns do?
We rise.
We've got this, guys. We have to believe in ourselves if we're gonna pull this off. Blade, Robbie, you know what to do, right?
We'll see you soon, Nico.
Better not leave me hanging, because our entire continued existence depends on us.
Right. No pressure. It's just the end of the world.
Not if we can help it.
Let's do this.
Should we do a gold team?
Really?
Don't ruin it. A good speech is enough.
Don't that. Okay, time to go.
I'll be monitoring the troops' movements from here. You have a small window to strike the facility and get out.
What if we like the place and want to move in?
Watch it. If you want to prove yourself on this mission, you don't need to start acting like Tony Stark. You're traveling to the heart of Lilith's power.
We know. We'll be extra careful.
Man. Magic really wasn't getting on freaking Zone's bad side.
What? No giant alien slime bubbles, demon energy barriers, or jolly green monsters?
Then they are ours.
That room.
Lilith, too. So it was here, all along. Wanda was right.
She usually is.
Right. One problem at a time. Midnight Suns, assemble! For whatever.
Yes. Midnight Suns assemble or whatever.
Why not?
It looks as if Lilith has sent every last Hydra goon she could find to guard the entrance.
Between the pinky glow and the howling monster.
We must not let them stand in our way.
Say that. Oh. Oh, excuse me.
Hail that!
I'm putting this guy down
Let's
first.
do this.
Oh, I hope somebody recorded that.
You will leave this world alone and forgotten. once again.
Reasonable effort.
Ready?
Forever in service.
Behold their passage.
To think this was once hallowed ground, long before Lilith was entombed here.
Too bad it was Hydra that finally stuck around.
Chthon has been waiting eons for this moment. I'm not giving Hydra any more credit than I have to.
Weak, even for Hydra.
Now it's... This will certainly help.
No fate will shake our loyalty.
Ooh, excuse me.
You had your chance to escape. You are lucky to still be breathing.
Watch closely.
And down she goes.
I serve until the end. Open a bullet. Size.
The rift opens.
Ugh, I still don't get why these guys keep fighting. It can't be the money. What else are mercenaries?
A false promise of eternity catered to every corrupted mind.
A spell carried on silent whispers.
Now is not the time to romanticize our peril.
More.
Now that was something. I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
Well, I'm getting shot at.
Position compromised.
You are not ready for me.
The Knights of Wundagore held rituals of their own not far from here. They believed the land was cursed.
A well-justified conclusion.
Wundagore resonates with the dark energies of Chthon. Even the mountain could not contain his vile influence forever.
Buy us some time!
my power, precious child. Liber tenebris reversus es nobis. Only a few moments longer. Together we will reforge the Darkhold and usher in...
It's over, lady!
Mother, no! Stop this!
Lucky shot. She won't hit me again.
But it is all for you. Everything I do is always for you, child.
Block her out! She gave up the right to call you that word when she sold her soul to that monster.
The truth shall reveal itself soon enough, sister.
Even with her attention focused on that damn book, Lilith's barrier will not be easy to bring down.
Yeah, but the cave shore is. Midnight Suns, disassemble.
Now you're talking.
It's not the most elegant solution, but bringing the roof down on them will certainly put a damper on things.
Should have hit a few of those columns with the hellride.
I'm gonna tell Robbie you said that. You've made a mistake.
I know how hard you resist the temptation, Blade.
They've got friends.
Ooh. I forgot I was muted. I literally said I had to pop my neck. Oh, you got a lot of people targeting Blade. Ooh.
Resistance will get you nowhere.
Payback's gonna be fun.
Let's slow this down.
Do not waste your strength here, child. What has been set in motion cannot be undone. You must be undone.
You have the power to stop this, Mother.
A debt of blood is owed, and a debt of blood shall be paid. Chthon will rise.
There's no convincing her. You know what you have to do.
You asked for it.
Just like old times. Match your strength. Thank me later. Do not bother running.
Your soul is an open question, Hunter.
Sounds to me like they just looked their Keep an eye on it.
Boy.
Sister. It's been far too long.
Don't speak as if you know me, demon. You haven't been my sister for centuries.
It saddens me to hear you say that. But there's still time for you to see things his way.
No one calling themselves a Midnight Sun will ever join your corrupted ranks. I promise you that.
Fanatics are always the same.
Need to restore our strength.
That's one hell of a move.
Vengeance returns.
Sorry, Blade. Oh my
Never
goodness.
seen that before.
Not that it matters, but here come their friends.
We're getting a little bit overrun right now.
They've chosen their fate.
Lilith may have found the one man, or monster, capable of withstanding the dark energies of that book long enough to fully restore it.
Banner's been nothing but trouble since this whole thing started.
We both know what it is like to have a power that others desire, Blade.
Maybe, but I don't rip my clothes off and go berserk whenever I'm in a bad mood.
Judgment comes. Weak. Suffer the pain of your victims.
I think you got it.
I suppose it's something.
And he's done again this time permanently.
Someone, help him out.
I've not lost interest.
Stark should have just left for me. You know he's
Okay,
got
that
one
was...
somewhere.
We have enough problems with the Hulk as it is. I doubt that would calm his temper.
Join us.
You were too weak for this fight. You have earned this.
Yeah, I'm screwed.
I'm impressed.
It must really want to piss me off. I'm on my own, just like you. Still coming for me. Should get the blood moving.
I will not waste this opportunity.
I'm on it.
I falter.
Your mother abandoned.
I can do this right now. There, we're done. Even though we lost all the revives.
That barrier is still holding.
Liber tenebris reversus es nobi.
Get out of there, now! You've done more than anyone could ask.
Almost. Yo, demon lady! One thing before we go. This is for
Johnny Blaze.
No! The spell must not be interrupted!
Now we may leave.
Mother.
Your mother died centuries ago. Now get out of there.
Tried. Okay, we tried our best, but still wasn't enough. But you know what? I'm fine with it.
Thrawn?
Everything.
Yes, Robbie, I have eyes.
Dude, that's so freaking crazy.
Please be alarmed in silence.
Book club tonight. You in?
If anything else was going
okay.
on, it's like, oh, book club. It's like, okay.
I was up all night finishing this book. I should have read it earlier.
My plan backfired. Thought choosing a weird book would drive people away.
Why would you do that?
More punch for the rest of us.
Dude really wants his punch.
Why have I not heard of Crash Morgan? I know it's an older book, but this is exactly the kind of story I like.
I thought Logan might bail. But I told him we bring more snacks this time. I have him figured out. I'm good if you are.
I am ready.
All right, Logan, I need to know. Why did you choose this book?
I'll tell you, just not yet. I want to hear what you thought of this book.
It was written in the 1940s, so I expected some repugnant attitudes and phrases. But it surprised me. The writing was simple, yet the story was deeper than it had any right to be.
What was your favorite part?
It's in the chapter where Crash and the princess escape the Zorgots. The next morning, they see the sun rise and Mars rising beside it. When the princess asks what the future holds and Crash just stares at Mars as it eclipses the sun, it gave me chills.
Is it just me, or do the stellar bodies represent their time together?
Absolutely. The time they have together is fleeting. I think this is where Crash first realizes there's no future for the two of them. Anyway, I think the moment gets lost when the Zorgots deploy their Null Stalkers.
I don't get why the robot dog didn't warn them. I thought it could talk.
Not until number 19, the minefields of the reticulates. It's a whole thing.
Got it. So, what's the idea with Crash's promise?
What about it?
When Crash apprehends Glaxogorp, they have a tense conversation in the back of the flypod. Crash says there's a way the Zorgots can leave the moon with everything they want, but the princess must take the throne. Then Crash vows that no queen of royal blood shall ever rule Deimos. Glaxogorp agrees, but why? Crash breaks the vow in the next chapter.
Glaxocorp agrees because all Zorgots know Crash never lies.
Isn't that the point? Crash cares so deeply for the princess that even a vow can be broken. And how does that tie into the Hydro gunfight at the top of the space scraper?
Really? You don't see it?
I do.
They're shapeshifters.
Who?
Crash and Glaxogorp.
No.
Yep.
But then, when do they...
The Hydro gunfight. Crash gets hit in the helmet and goes down. And what happens whenever Crash is unconscious?
The helmet changes color. Turns bronze like the suit.
Right. Then Glaxogorp pulls up on the rocket sled and takes Crash and the princess into custody. That's when they make the switch. Crash and Glaxogorp change form. But where do they stash the princess?
That rocket sled had a bunch of places to hide a princess.
Ah, but the next time you see the sled, Glaxogorp passes it off to another Zorgot and orders it to be sterilized. Their plan required her to be in Crash's suit. The opaque helmet keeps her safe. So we get to the Deimos Council meeting. The princess refuses the throne and declares her love for Crash, who is the princess in Crash's suit. When they embrace, the false princess deactivates the magna manacles binding Crash. But Crash nabs the Star Scepter from the fake princess, activates the suit's zoom vest, and smashes through the monoculus.
So, if that's the actual princess, she escapes. But who is the false princess?
That's a shape-shifted Glaxogorp. Without the Star Scepter, Deimos can't crown their queen.
Right. She never wanted it, and the Zorgots definitely don't want it. Glaxogorp, posing as the princess, can steer Deimos away from war.
And when the fake Glaxogorp vows the Star Scepter shall be restored to the princess, that's actually Crash.
So Crash made 2 vows and broke neither of them. The cliffhanger with Glaxogorp chasing Crash's ship is actually Crash returning to the princess so they can escape Deimos.
You got it. They reveal the switcheroo at the beginning of number 6, Attack of the Intergalactic Space Weasels.
Clever. I like it more now. And that's where we'll call it for tonight.
So, Logan, why did you pick this book?
Because it's fun.
No other reason?
Every book doesn't need to be a teachable moment.
Fair enough.
I almost wish this book was a comic instead. I would have liked to see the monoculus.
I wonder if Tony could build me a robot dog.
Probably not. Oh, he's my Charlie girl.
My book was the best of them.
You have only been to 2 meetings.
Yeah, but you know I'm right.
Charlie, no! Where'd you go? Charlie! Charlie!
You did not mention a book for next time.
Yeah, with everything going on, I'm gonna put book club on a hiatus until things are less apocalyptic.
I hope we come back to this in the future.
Same here. Books are a gourmet meal for thought. Not to call anyone out, but you just can't feed your mind gristle.
Who else would you invite, if you could?
There's a lawyer who got me out of a bad situation a few years back. Smart as a whip, picks up on subtle things even I tend to miss. As long as the books we read have Braille copies, I could convince him. Actually, I need to thank you for sticking around since the beginning. For all your help with Carol.
Of course.
I don't get close to many people. I never get into relationships. That's not a rule I ever break. But I did with Carol. Beyond all the reasons, I find her amazing. Do you know why?
Truly, I have no idea.
Come on, Hunter. You're sharper than that. Vampires fight dirty. They'll kill whoever you love just because they can. If they really want you to suffer, they'll turn your true love into one of them. That's why dating me is a death sentence, and I refuse to put that weight on anyone. But can you imagine some pissant vampire trying to chow down on Captain Marvel? First, his fangs would snap off on contact with her skin. Then she'd just chuck it into space. No hiding from the sun out there. There's no way they can ever touch her. But it's not just that.
It is you. She is safe from you.
Yeah. I never break my rule because I know deep down there's a chance I could lose control. But with Carol, hell, she could hold me over her head till I was myself again. Wouldn't even break a sweat.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
Please don't. I have no sympathy for the monster inside me, and neither should you. This isn't really about me.
It is about everyone else.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you joined me for all of this. Maybe next time the world is ending, I'll start a sparring club.
A sparring club? Is that just training with a fancy name?
You saw right through me. You headed out?
I should leave.
Later then.
Good girl, Charlie.
I see you and Caretaker are on the mend.
Seems so. I should be happy about it. But how can I be happy about anything when the Temple of Cthon is wreaking havoc on my home? I grew up in Transia, you know. In a remote village at the foot of Mount Wondergore. It's all destroyed now. Along with those poor people's lives.
The casualties Transia has suffered these last few days. We will avenge each and every one of them.
I really hope we can.
It is not a matter of can, Wanda. We must. The world depends on it, literally.
Whatever it takes to stop your mom, right?
Whatever it takes.
I'm afraid of her, you know. Of seeing her. I mean, what if it happens again? What if she turns me back into bad Wanda? What if I... go dark?
I know you fear yourself, fear what you can do, but I am telling you that it is only holding you back.
Yeah, I know. You've been helping me with that. It's just, I don't want to fall. Couldn't bear to hurt any of you again.
So, use your power to stop that from happening. I know you have it in you to resist Lilith.
You seem to know, but I'm not so sure.
Then get sure. We need you in full form, even if it is terrifying.
Be careful what you wish for. Well, I ought to get back to the news. See what new horrors are befalling my hometown.
Do not watch too much of it. The overconsumption of news media is supposed to be bad for your mental health, especially during an apocalypse.
True.
There are worse things for your mental health, Hunter. And I'm pretty sure I've experienced them all. I'll take my chances with a little cable news. Night.
Night.
Wanda, there's something I ought to say to you.
Oh?
You were right about Lilith's tomb.
Did you just say I was right about something?
I did. Just as you were probably right about other things, too. Many other things. You let an old, stubborn immortal let you take the blame for so much.
Boy, did we really blow it back there, didn't we, Hunter? Yay, we did it. Ugh, the first time we're actually trusted to sit in the driver's seat, the first freaking time, and we couldn't stop her. We dropped a mountain on her head, and Lilith still managed to summon the Temple of Cthon. Way to go, team.
It is not the end of the world, Nico.
Yes, it is. Like, it's literally the end of the world. The Temple of Cthon is here, and soon giant flying squid god will come to feast on all of our souls.
Nico, I'm not going to let that happen. Chosen one, remember?
How come you always manage to say the exact right thing to make me feel better?
It is one of my secret superpowers.
You mean not so secret superpower? Alright, I'm gonna stay out here a while and lick my wounds for a little bit longer. Thanks for, checking up on me.
Anytime.
This could have happened to any one of us. I hope Nico takes that to heart.
You were hurting. You needed something to point to.
And here I was thinking I was the one who was supposed to take care of all of you.
The mysterious structure, which has
I
been
hope Aunt May
described as
isn't
some
watching
kind
this,
of
because she's going to
temple,
flip.
has suddenly appeared in the war-torn Republic of
Try to stop
Transia,
it, but
decimating a
I
remote
screwed up,
village at the base
Robbie.
of Mount
It's
Wonderful.
okay, you can say
These
it.
images,
Doesn't matter
taken by
who
tourists,
screwed up.
have been reposted
What
over
matters
2
is that
million
we're
times
screwed.
on every social media outlet with the hashtag #ApocalypseWow.
We're in the end game now. We doing this again.
Hunter, buddy, talk to me.
No one's lived through catastrophic world-ending events before? Boring!
You're expecting to hear a witty one-liner. I get it. But I gotta say, I'm speechless.
I find that hard to believe.
I'm serious! You dropped a freaking mountain on the Hulk, and he waltzed away like it was nothing. I mean, if a mountain didn't kill him, what could? My ego? No, no. It couldn't stand carrying the weight of the entire world. Oh, a billion elephants! A duck the size of a house? Or maybe 2 mountains.
I see you are trying to help with hypotheticals.
Moi? You've got the wrong guy, Hunter. I'm a problem solver, and we have a green guy to squash. Reed squash.
I appreciate the sentiment, but the others may not.
Why do you think I'm keeping it between you and me?
Because I am your favorite.
Bingo. After all that, we can add another L to the pile.
An L?
You know, a loss. A goose egg. A big fat 0. Gotta say, I don't know how you keep up the cheerleader attitude.
I have faith we will still win in the end.
Where does this so-called faith come from? The Good Feelings supply store?
From myself and my friends, like you.
Right in the feels.
You sound in pain.
It's okay. I'm into it.
Just take it sleazy, Hunter. The fight's not going anywhere.
Time to get some sleep. And I'm in the dream again.
Can you not feel it, child? The end is upon us.
You have gone too far, Mother.
I could say the same to you, child. Leaving me for dead and buried under that mountain. What a way to treat your mother.
Next time, I will use a bigger mountain.
Say what you must, but I saw the hesitation in your eyes. Besides, you won't get another chance. The Darkhold is finally complete. The prophecy draws to its close. The Midnight Sun is coming, and with it, him. We will all have our final parts to play. Will you be ready when the curtain rises?
If everything you do is truly for me, Mother, then I beg you to stop. Let us both return to our graves and let the world know peace.
You almost sound like him.
I thought we could not talk about him here.
Don't be ridiculous, not him. Him. Your father. He once said something similar to me, several lifetimes ago.
I have never heard of you speak of him until now.
We close upon the end of a billion years prophecy. Forgive me if I'm a bit
sentimental. I sometimes wonder if I could bring his soul to this place. To have him stand once more beside me. Beside us.
I implore you, do not. In his death, he has been spared the sight of the foul creature you have become. I envy him for that. What? No snappy comeback? Promises that we shall be reunited under the glorious eye of the midnight sun?
No, child. Not this time.
She kind of sound regrettable after having my character talk like that in front of her.
Agatha?
I'm sorry to intrude, dear. Do you have a moment?
For you? Of course.
You always came to me for advice when vexed by a difficult problem. Never Sarah.
Agatha, does something trouble you? Perhaps I can return the favor.
And now you're the one reading my mind.
You used to read my mind?
It's an expression, my dear.
I choose to believe you. So, what do you need?
I don't know how to say this without sounding melodramatic, but... despite our actions, the prophecy unfolds. Chthon's return seems inevitable. Yet all I can do for the people I love is haunt a library and play macabre tour guide.
Agatha...
I should be here with Sarah and yourself, helping to bring the team together. But I never have felt more... useless. I'm sorry, Hunter. I'll leave you to your rest.
Agatha, wait. Good night.
Agatha. Hunter, I'm coming in. Where is she? I heard you speaking with her.
I am surprised you can hear Agatha.
Then you don't deny it?
Why would I? Especially to you.
Why didn't you tell me earlier? Why didn't you tell Caretaker?
I made a promise not to tell.
To who?
Agatha.
Then why now?
Because if you can hear Agatha, the two of you need to have a long talk.
I don't know if I could face her.
Then let me talk to her.
All right. I'm trusting you, Hunter.
Good night.
Yep, I'm going back to sleep. Any more upgrades? If it's all about the dang frames, forget it. Guess not. God damn it, I'm trying to sleep here. I don't like that music right there. I can upgrade those now. classic. Yep.
I still can't believe it.
What don't you believe, Robbie?
That our plan failed.
We can.
Was that the time we fought the...
Let's do this. We've got plenty.
I dropped 10 cubic tons of rubble on Lilith's head, and she still managed to read from the dark room.
MJ, can you please drive by May's house and make sure she's okay? If she turned on the news, she's probably scared. I know you're upset. Everyone's in the same boat. She won't want you to be making a fuss, so come up with an excuse as to why you're there. Maybe bring her some cookies. She loves oatmeal raisin. Oh, and she probably won't be going out to get her paper, so can you collect the Daily Bugles and bring them in? Maybe check to see if they're running any Spider-Man headlines and ditch those. I can't say when I'm coming back. Hopefully soon? Yes, I'm in a safe place with good people. You can tell that to May, too. MJ, I'm gonna be fine. Promise.
Are you hearing this? It's adorable. Stay out of trouble.
Sure.
She has a hard head.
What is it like to have a tan? The entire Abbey is humming about the Hulk. But I'm sure if Banner were here, he'd be lamenting the Hulk's appearance with us.
Doctor, you do know that Banner is the Hulk?
Oh, that's where you're wrong. Banner and the Hulk share a body, but they are different personalities. And I understand Banner isn't incredibly fond of his greener half.
It sounds like you speak from experience.
I know what it's like to hate and fear a part of yourself you cannot control.
Then you understand what we must do if Banner is not able to assume authority over that half.
I do. And that scares me more than Mephisto himself.
Now he just admitted he's more scared of that.
Oh, you are gonna love this. Hey Doc, I was thinking, what if you or magic opened up a portal and I could create a large-scale moving platform? We could get those poor people out of transient.
Please tell me it's not. I'm always in a few places at once. This.
How's it going, boss? Answer the right.
I don't know.
Sometimes, I even impress myself. If you find more coil, send it my way.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Yes, hello.
Hey, can I ask a favor?
Magic is right. Done. No use in dwelling on our... Back again.
New and improved.
There you go.
Think Doctor Strange knows Merlin? I'm still waiting for someone to take this sword peace.
Poor Wanda. To experience so much loss so quickly.
You feel for Wanda?
Of course I do. It's basic human empathy, especially after everything she's been through.
It is certainly a lot to process all at once.
She'll need support now, more than ever. I mentioned before that the X-Men have always had a home, but I wasn't being entirely truthful.
How so?
Professor Xavier's school was displaced many times. We've always been able to put down roots, but the interim was full of uncertainty.
You have been able to walk away with a place to live, despite the odds.
I thank Gaia for it every day.
I think Wanda would like some solace if it came from you. But do not mention your home.
Don't worry, Hunter. I know how to be respectful. I'll give Wanda her space for now, but I hope to be able to give her some comfort.
Hunter?
What are you doing out here, Wanda?
Was feeling nostalgic and wanted to visit some old haunts. This is where it all started, you know. Where Agatha decided to take me under her wing and teach me all the magic tricks I wasn't supposed to know.
I had a similar experience.
You did?
Yes. This is where Agatha showed me how to use the word of power.
When did she do that?
It must have been centuries ago now. I cannot remember exactly.
She always believed in you, you know. Talked about you all the time. There was a lot of pressure to live up to your legend.
Wanda, what was Agatha teaching you exactly?
I'm not so sure you want to know, or I want to tell you.
Tell me anyway.
Okay, but you can't freak out.
I cannot make that promise until after you tell me. Then I will respond to the information with the appropriate reaction.
Fair enough. Okay, here it goes. Agatha thought I could prevent the Midnight Sun. Prevent the prophecy.
She said that?
I think she was training me to be you.
Wait. Do you mean to say she was training you to be the Hunter? To be me?
Basically, yes.
You know, I think you would make a fine hunter.
Oh, come on. No one here can do what you do.
Except for you, maybe.
Well, luckily for us all, we don't have to find out. My girl Nico resurrected you, so it's not all left to me to screw up. And believe me, Hunter, I would have screwed it up. I haven't even been able to trust myself enough to go back to the library and continue my studies. I don't want anyone else to end up like Agatha.
If Agatha was here, I'm sure she would want you to continue your study of the magical arts and grow your power.
Well, she's not here because of my power. So I think I'll pass.
Let me help you work through your fears and become more comfortable standing in your power.
You would do that for me?
When I am done with you, Wanda, your knowledge of the arcane will surpass even Dr. Spooky himself.
All right, deal. Just don't say I didn't warn you. Let's go. This is the first time I've been here since... well, since I had to leave the Abbey.
And?
For obvious reasons, Agatha is on my mind. I can't imagine how much pressure it would be to carry that kind of secret. Of course, I'd like to know more, but I trust you're doing the best you can.
It has not been easy.
Then I won't add to your burden. I don't know what I expected to find here.
Books, usually.
Thank you for that. I meant, Agatha and I spent so much time here, I expected to feel... I don't know, anything at all? Instead, I'm just... numb. I'm starting to feel guilty that I don't feel guilty.
I am very familiar with what you describe.
Really? Who was it for you?
The first Midnight Suns. I last saw them the day of my death. If I had not rushed off to fight my mother, all of us could have survived. When I think of them, there is an empty sadness. I can still hear their voices, picture their faces, but their absence hollows out my heart.
Ah, that's exactly it. And it's reassuring.
How so?
I'm not alone. And that means so much. Well, I should get back to my studies.
Yeah.
Buonazua.
Hunter, hello?
Agatha, a
Yes,
moment?
Hunter. And why are we whispering?
Meet me in my room.
All right.
We need to talk.
What is this about?
Wanda knows you are in the Abbey. Last night, she overheard us speaking.
She did?
She confronted me and demanded to know where you were.
What did you tell her?
I could not lie to her. Not about this.
I'm glad you didn't. If Wanda overheard me, the rules have changed.
Should we tell her?
Yes, this evening. I'll seek you out after the mission. Here I go, stirring up trouble. Feels like old times.
Sorry if you hear me yawn. Just trying to stay awake right now.
Let's touch base.
Oh, my friend sense is tingling.
I apologize for not having the bandwidth to speak last night. It's just... I'm still in a bit of shock. My mind has been spinning, trying to process it all.
You are not the only one whose mind is spinning. Everyone here, present company included, have been rattled by the events of days past.
We are on the precipice of doom, aren't we? Still, though, there's no excuse. I must pull myself together. At any moment, my sister will unleash Chthon upon the planet. Yet Wanda is back in the library reading as if we were back to normal before Agatha passed. Half of me wishes she was here so I could ask her for guidance, for a way out of this mess.
And the other half?
Is glad she's not alive to endure the horrors of what a Chthon reign would bring. Still, I wonder what she would say if she was here.
I know one thing she would have wanted.
What's that?
To see this rift between you and Wanda finally healed.
I know. But I'm not quite ready for that. Not yet.
Just do not wait until the world is over to do it.
It may never happen then. Not in this life. I need to get my head together. Now that the Temple of Cthon is revealed, our options are dwindling.
I think I can do one more mission and I'm gonna hit the hay. Oh, yeah, after this mission, I'm gonna just stop for the night.
Hydra has been collecting field data of some sort on a remote server nearby. We have a chance here to look for ourselves.
We have the upper hand!
If we can install Carol's script on those consoles, it will do the hard work for us. Assuming we can keep Hydra from blowing up the server first.
No problem.
No mercy to the servants of Lilith.
Whatever works for you. Good work. Ready?
We cannot possibly match your strength.
Once again.
As commanded.
How many times is that now? Another batch of idiots coming in. I'm waiting.
Onward! The advantage is mine.
This will help.
Maybe you do not realize the trouble you are in, friend.
Here's one for ya.
It must be weird having no discernible personality of your own.
Keep an eye on that one.
It's the best I can do for now.
Never surrender!
Now I owe you one.
Let's see.
They're not willing to accept defeat. Moving on me.
You need a
Try to fix this real quick.
They do not stand a chance.
Don't blame me. You started it. How about this one?
Command!
They must be getting desperate. This one's for you. You're a good friend.
Ouch.
You've recovered the data. Excellent work out there.
Sure did. Ooh, goddamn.
Hunter, Wanda is at my shrine, calling out for me. I think she deserves an answer, don't you?
Then we should speak with her.
I'll meet you at my shrine.
Salutation.
I'm an LA girl at heart, but I'll raise some hell in any major metropolis.
You hear me, Fury?
Barely. Damn temple's everything over here.
Is there any way we can move the civilians out of the area quicker?
We're doing our best. We nearly lost a couple troop carriers flying personnel in over the mountains. And Liberia's closed its borders. That's not helping.
Come on, Fury. Transia's population is, what, 20,000? SHIELD should be able to handle that in a day.
20,000? Try a couple 100 million. This isn't about just one country anymore. We've got to evacuate all of Eastern Europe.
I could take a Quinjet and be there in a few hours, Fury. Just give the word.
The word is, stay out of it, Captain. Focus on the big picture from there. We've got it handled here.
Not well, from the sounds of it.
Listen, if you think you can...
Fury. Fury.
Damn.
Damn, Fury's getting hella pissed.
Hunter, you promised me the truth about Agatha.
I should let her tell it.
Agatha is here? Right now?
I'm right here, Wanda. Can you not see me?
Agatha? Where are you?
Just my voice, then. Better than nothing.
Agatha, there's so much I have to say to you.
Wanda, please. You are my pupil. I shall not have you bear the burden of my death.
I lost control.
No, I did. I pushed you too far, too fast.
Yes, but I have to...
My dear, this isn't the first time you visited my grave. I heard all you confessed. There is no need to repeat it. And there is very little time. Chthon grows restless in his slumber. I can aid you in this fight, but I'll need your help. Both of you. My connection to this world is tenuous. There is a ritual that can bind me to this place. First, I'll need you to retrieve a memento.
I am unfamiliar with any ritual you describe.
It was in one of the books I wouldn't allow you to read.
I read many of those books.
Yes, you were a precocious child. Those books were decoys.
I knew it.
I'm sure you did.
It's like, okay, thanks. Now I know those are fake-ass books I just read for no freaking reason.
What exactly do you want us to bring you?
Sarah's grief is my strongest tie to the world. This memento symbolizes our tie to one another.
What is it?
I don't know, but it's somewhere in her room. The closer I get, the more painful it is.
A ghost can feel pain?
I'm not thrilled about it.
How should we go about this?
Hunter, you know Sarah better than most. I'm relying on you to search her room and find this memento. Whatever it is.
And what should I do?
Observation and distraction.
So, I'm the lookout while the hunter pokes around Caretaker's room.
I do it myself, but...
Oh, it's no problem. One of my favorite shows involves a weekly heist.
Now, both of you promise me, Sarah cannot know about the ritual. Not until it's done.
Why not?
The more she knows, the less chance we have to pull it off.
I have kept your secret this long.
And I can keep it as well.
Good. I believe in you both.
You can count on us.
Wanda, she already left.
Oh. Well, time to sneak into Caretaker's room and steal one of her heirlooms. Let's go before I talk myself out of it.
You and me both.
Right behind you. Hunter, I'm outside the door. As soon as you find it, I'll give you the all clear.
Wanda?
Hi, Nico.
What are you doing outside Caretaker's room?
Nothing. And I'm not outside her room.
You're leaning against the door.
Oh, I guess I am. But I'm waiting on the hunter.
Oh, for what?
I'm going to confess my feelings.
What?
It's true. I have strong feelings for the hunter.
Did I just stumble into the hottest Abbey gossip since Blade and Captain Marvel?
They're together? Nico, do you mind if I wait alone?
Oh, right. Good luck.
All right, she's gone. Hurry up. This is harder than it looks on television. How's it going in there?
Found it.
All right.
Wanda?
Coast is Caretaker. Hi. How are you, doing?
I'm tired. It's been a long day.
Oh, I know the feeling. We should, take a walk around the Abbey.
Why would we do that?
It's good to, get the blood flowing after a long day. So how about we...
Wanda, it's late. I'm going to bed.
I want to talk to you about Agatha.
You do?
Can we take that walk? It's about something she said to me. About you.
Wanda, this topic is out of bounds.
I'm not asking to be forgiven. I know I'll never make it right. But I have a wonderful memory of Agatha speaking fondly of you. It's not fair to keep it from you, so... Could we take that walk, please?
All right. A short walk.
A short walk. You'll be back in a few minutes, at most.
Let's go. I'd like to get this over with.
That's perfectly clear.
Are you all right?
Just a small cough. Why don't we head through the yard?
Look at it, it's so goddamn obvious.
Hunter,
Ileana?
what were you doing in Caretaker's room?
You must be mistaken. I was elsewhere.
That was a terrible lie. I now require a bribe for my silence.
What did you have in mind?
I'll figure it out. Just remember you owe me.
Okay, I will.
Then I saw nothing.
Are you out?
Mm-hmm.
Good. You know where to meet me.
The Abbey exudes a comforting.
I never want to do that again.
Digging through her things. That did not feel good.
If the ritual works, Caretaker may be able to hear Agatha again. How does that feel?
Better.
For me, too.
So what next?
I'll take the... what was it?
A locket.
I assume Agatha will tell us how it fits into the ritual.
And that I shall.
Agatha, we have Caretaker's memento.
I know. I can feel it. Would you be a most faithful apprentice and place a ward upon it?
Of course.
That's better. Now, do you recall the binding ritual in the Libris Illicitius?
The Grey Seneschal? But that's...
Forbidden, yes.
I was going to say extremely dangerous.
And I would never suggest it unless the circumstances were this dire.
What is this ritual exactly?
The Grey Seneschal requires an item that binds a spirit to a person or place.
Why is it so dangerous?
Because the first step of the ritual is to destroy that item. And for a short time, the spirit is extremely vulnerable to dissolution, to possession, to destruction.
I am not entirely comfortable with this, but if you are taking the risk, I will support you.
I am so proud to know the person you've become, Hunter. Trust me when I say the risk is worth it. Should the ritual work as expected, everyone in the Abbey will be able to hear me, to see me. I'll be able to help when it's most needed. We do this when the moon is right. But it all falls apart if Sarah learns what we're planning.
Why?
This ritual is one of hers. She made it centuries ago. She knows how great the risks and how slim the odds. And there's no chance in hell she'll allow Wanda to lead the ritual. Yet for us to succeed, Wanda it must be.
No, I can't do this.
Wanda, this ritual's power lies in its inherent contradictions. And what greater contradiction can there be
than for me to restore your spirit to life? But Agatha, if I lose control...
You won't.
How do you know?
Because you're my best apprentice. Because you learn from your mistakes. And because I want you to know I truly forgive you. For that to happen, you'll need to see it in my eyes.
All right.
Now to prepare. Wanda, I'll be in your room. We'll go over every step of the ritual.
I'll meet you there.
She already...
I know. Hunter, do you believe I can do this?
Yes, I have no doubt.
Why?
Because you are the only person who ever resisted my mother's control as one of her fallen.
It wasn't enough.
It was just enough. That is why you are here.
Okay. When the moon is right.
When the moon is right.
No pressure.
We finally restored satellite connection to Transia. Get it up on the screen, now.
Hydra's fist grows tighter around Transia, and now Lilith's twisted children roam free.
A glimpse into all our futures if we fail to stop her.
Those people need to evacuate. Are those Hydra soldiers blocking the bridge?
Not just soldiers. That's...
Hey, Captain Wonderboy! Can you hear me?
Crossbones.
I know you're hiding out in your little fun house, so listen up. No one's getting out of this country except in a body bag. Or unless you're brave enough to swap places with them. So what do you say? You man enough to face me?
Anytime, Rumlow.
Oy.
As requested.
I'll do you a favor, just this once.
It's not much, but I have managed to locate a few details.
I'm ready when you are. I'm sure Tony won't mind if I install XCOM. Ready for some hero work? I think I can handle that. Got some ops ready for you. Bye.
Later. Okay, let me just get all this stuff done, and then I'm gonna call it a night.
Oh, you are gonna love this. Got more coil for me?
Yep.
Sometimes, I can impress myself.
I'm happy to help, Hunter.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Midnight Suns. Time to shake off the past and train to kick some ass.
And we can't rewind the clock and change it, because Dr. Strange lost all his time travel totems in New York.
Oh, so are we just gonna train the pain away?
It works in every single boxing movie I have ever seen.
Are we so desperate that cinema is our inspiration? We are ants to Chthon. We must fight together or we will fail. Focus!
I agree with Blade and the Scarlet Witch.
This is why we get our asses kicked out there. We're not Avengers. We're lucky to be alive.
It wasn't my intention to insult the idea, Blade. Yes, training together helps us learn how to cover each other's blind spots.
Imagine if Blaze decided to stick with us the whole time. We'd be unstoppable.
Exactly, Robbie. It makes us stronger.
I really don't want to say we are the Midnight Suns or anything like that. It's too cheesy for me. So just consider that general vibe expressed.
Take all that big listening to each other energy and pretend we have to launch Spider-Man across a hellscape of demons and brimstone like he's a football.
Yes, that's the spirit, everyone. Wait, why are we practicing that particular scenario again?
Don't you just want to hop in and show them how it's done?
Only if I can pick the training montage music.
You seem like a 90s teen pop kind of guy.
Maybe something with lots of cowbell.
Ugh, disco?
Just because you have adamantium claws doesn't mean you get to knock disco.
It's hard to find weights this heavy at most gyms. Good to feel challenged again.
Who's going to therapy? There you go.
No pain, no gain.
Haha, nothing's gonna stop me now.
The Chaos Magic's power grows.
Ready for more?
There you go.
We need any advantage we can get. Don't worry about me. I'll meditate until you're ready.
A useful addition.
Awesome! Can't wait to see how this goes down.
Can't wait to try this out.
Maybe you should just hit me up on Superlink when you're ready.
Just give me a target. A powerful improvement. May my enemies fall swiftly. Now this is something I can use.
I just waste money on that one. Okay.
Peace.
Time 12:05. Alright. I'm gonna save it real quick. Okay, so now we're on chapter 3. We gotta go talk to Steve Richards when I stream this game again, but right now, a little tired. Draw a card. No. Yeah, goodbye. I'll keep on there. There you go, from her hometown. Okay, now I gotta save that too. Alright, guys, I am done for tonight, so thank y'all for joining me. I'll be streaming more tomorrow. So, yeah, that is it for tonight. So, thank y'all for joining me, and I hope you have a good night. Later.